Hello guys and welcome to government class. All right, and today we're going to be looking at oligarchy as a form of government. Okay, so in the previous class we looked at monarchy. All right, if you have not seen it, please go ahead and see it. All right, before joining us in this class, do not forget that these tutorials, these episodes, they are brought to you by the O3 Schools application. Okay, we have the JAMB app, we have the WAEC app. Right, you seriously want to succeed. WAEC is now completely CBT also. Okay, so you need a good CBT app like the O3 Schools app. All right, and for the JAMB, okay, we have already been, I think, the best so far in Nigeria. All right, we have produced a lot of incredible testimonies, and your case will not be different. We'll talk about the features of the app. Let us see a past question from the JAMB app. This is a 2003 question, number 4. It says that government by the wealthy is known as A says oligarchy, B says aristocracy, C says plutocracy, D says democracy. Let me just tell you, JAMB does not have any new question to set. Trust me. All right, JAMB does not have any new question to set. The only thing they can do is bend the question, twist it to confuse you. All right, so if you have a good app like this, you are good to go. All right, we'll come back to this question and many more at the end of the class, because at O3 Schools we believe that let us teach you first, because if we teach you properly and you understand, then there's nowhere they want to set question from that you cannot answer. Nowhere, except say no be me talking. All right, so please ensure you download the O3 Schools app. All the past questions for all the subjects are there. There's a classroom feature that has lecture notes, latest JAMB syllabus. That has video lessons that you can watch offline. Okay, that has flashcard, study plan, time. You can create a timetable on the classroom and finish your syllabus in time. Before you finish your JAMB, at least go around your syllabus twice. It is very important. Go through it twice, and the O3 Schools app can help you achieve that. There's mock exam on the app every Saturday also. Okay, so please ensure you download the app and activate it. All right, some of you will say, why are they paying? Okay, please pay for your activation. Get the app. All right, if it is cloth now, if it is food, if it is to go out and drink ice cream, you buy. Okay, a small amount you are paying for activation. Please do not. It's your future I'm talking about here. Give it high priority. Activate the app. Okay, to activate, message this number on WhatsApp 09121515246. The app is available for your Android, for your iOS, iPhones, for your laptop or computer. If you want the app for your computer, just message this number on WhatsApp and say, I need this app for my computer, so that you can practice without distractions. Okay, so that is all for the app. Please activate the app. To activate, click on activate after downloading. At the top, you see where they wrote buy activation key. After clicking on activate, then you see the options. Click on that buy activation key. You see the options to activate. Pay your money fee free. All right. We are not scam. Cannot be doing this to scam you. All right. Many people usually say, people scam. We know be scam. Oh. Etymologically, oligarchy is from what? From the Greek words oligarchia, oligos. Okay. Oligarchy, this oligarchy is from the Greek words. Okay? Oligarchia, oligos. Okay? And also, this oligarchia oligos means what? A few. It means a few. All right? You know, few is different from a few anyway. Okay? So, few is fewer, is smaller than a few. Okay? So, oligarchia oligos means what? Few, or what? A few. All right, so few people, a few people. Okay, all right. So then we also have what? ACO. This one means what? Rule or command. All right, so oligarchy is from the Greek words oligarchia oligos, meaning few, and then ACO means to rule or command. If you bring them together, okay, you see that what? That oligarchy means what? A form of government where few people, all right, are ruling, okay, or are commanding what? The whole what? Community or the whole country. Okay, that is what oligarchy is. All right, power rests in the hands, okay, of what? Of a few people. Power rests in the hands of what? Very few people. All right, that is what? Oligarchy. That means the people do not have any say. All right, in the what? In the government. Anything these few people say, all right, it is final. Okay, so let us see a definition. Please take note of this. Oligarchy is from the Greek word oligarchia, oligos, and ACO. Okay, all right. So now oligarchy Oligarchy is a form of government where a small number or group of people, okay, control and what? And rule. All right. So in what? In oligarchy, all right, a few number of people, or a small number or small group of people control and what? And rule what? The country. All right. So that is what oligarchy. Just understand that. All right. A few number of people, but definitely something must be there for those few number of people to be able to what? Rule. Okay. It's possible that maybe because they are wealthy. All right. So these few people usually have power. Okay. It may be what? It may be money. Okay. They usually have what? Money or influence. Okay, so they may be what? Wealthy. Okay, maybe because as a result of what? Of their wealth. Okay, so they rule because maybe they have military power. Okay, but maybe in Nigeria now, for example, if the top military officers, okay, and let's say very wealthy businessmen are the one ruling this country, okay, as big as this country, all right, that is what oligarchy. For example, right, let's say the top military officials and the very, very wealthy people in Nigeria are the one ruling Nigeria, okay? That is what oligarchy. And that means that the people, all right, will not have any say in what's in the government, okay? So, and of course, that means sovereignty will be lying on what? On these people, right? On these wealthy people, okay? On these people that have what? Influence, okay? Or what? Or money, all right? So they are the ones that make all the big decisions concerning what? That country. All right. So anything that they say, it has to what? It has to hold. All right. So oligarchy is a form of government that is ruled by a small group of what? Of people, of powerful people. Small group of what? Of powerful people. So you can say oligarchy, all right? In oligarchy, okay, small number of what? Of powerful people. All right, rule, okay, or what? Or command what? Everyone. All right, so they rule or command what? Everyone. Please take note of what? Of this. Should I go over that again? Oligarchy is a form of government where a small number or small group of people, okay, control and rule the country. It may be as a result of what? Of their power. It may be as a result of what? Of their money or what? Or influence. And they make all the big decisions for what? For everyone. They make all the big decisions for what? For everyone. All right. So that is that for that. Now let's quickly see features of oligarchy. Okay. So what do you see before you say, now oligarchy now they play here? All right. So before we see that, please, so I've discovered that a lot of you, I don't know, you don't support us. That is just the idea. Okay, that is just the idea. You don't support what you are doing. Okay, you like what you are seeing, but you don't support us. How do you support us? By clicking on the like button. Okay, as you are watching now, leave everything on. Just click on that like, that hand that looks like this. Click on it. Okay, and many of you have not subscribed to this channel. All right, many of you are not following us on Facebook. Many of you are not following us on TikTok. That is very, very bad. Follow all our social media handles. Like our videos on YouTube, okay, subscribe to our channel on YouTube, copy the link of the video you are watching from wherever, TikTok, Facebook, or YouTube, and share it to your friends and loved ones. Share it to your WhatsApp group, share it to your loved ones, share it to your class group, okay, those preparing for exam, share it to them, your younger ones. All these videos will help them. All right, please, we are begging, okay, I beg. Thank you very much for doing that. All right, so now let's quickly see features of oligarchy. All right, so what are the features of oligarchy? All right, number one, power belongs to a few number of people. Okay, you must first of all know that. All right, so number one, power belongs to a few number of what? People. Okay, so that's one of the main features of what? Of oligarchy. Right, power belongs to a few number, okay, or a small number, or a small group of what? Of people. All right, and then number two, you must know that these people, okay, may be powerful. Okay, they will, in fact, they will have to be powerful, whether they are military officials, okay, all right, whether they are families, okay, are rich people or are noble people. All right, so and so on and so forth. So these people, now another feature number two, these people can be rich. These people are talking about here can be rich, okay, or from what? From certain families, or from certain families, okay? So if you are not rich, if you are not powerful, all right, you have no place, okay? You have no place in this type of world, this form of government, this type of government. You have no place. These people have to be what? Have to be rich, okay, or from what? From certain families. Number 3, the leaders often rule to protect their own interests, not your own interests. Okay, so the leaders, number 3, the leaders often what? Rule to what? To protect their own interests. Okay, they do not rule to protect the interests of everyone. Okay, they rule to protect the interests of what? Of those few people. Okay, who are what? Who are ruling. All right, so a few number of people are ruling. These people can be rich or from certain families. Okay, and the leaders rather often rule to protect their own interests. And then number 4, ordinary people have little or no power. All right, number 4. Ordinary people have little or no power, okay? Ordinary people have little or no power, okay? They have basically no say, all right, in how what decisions are what are made, okay? They make those decisions to what? To protect their own what? Interest. Then number 5, obviously, okay, the government, will it be democratic? No, so the government is what? Usually not democratic. Okay, so the government is usually what? Not what? Democratic at all, all right? Because people do not have any say, all right? So it's not this, they don't practice democracy, all right? Anything where they talk, and so in go be worry yourself, all right? So the government is usually what? Not what? Democratic. Okay, so features, people belong to, power belongs to a few, not people, sorry. Power belongs, nobody corrected me, oh, eh? Now be bad people. Power belongs to a few number of people. All right, these people can be rich or from certain families, and the leaders often rule to protect their own interests, personal interests, not concern them. Ordinary people have little or no power, and the government is usually not democratic. Now we have what types of oligarchy. Okay, we have what? Number 1, we have military oligarchy. Okay, we have economic. This is types, so not forms. Economic oligarchy. We have family oligarchy. Okay, in military what? Oligarchy, obviously, all right, where what? A few number of what? Top military officials rule the country. Okay, that's where we now have military oligarchy. All right, top senior military officials. Okay, when they are involved in what? Ruling, commanding, making decisions. Okay, for the whole country. That is what military oligarchy. Then economic oligarchy is when very few top business people, okay, rich, wealthy business people are the one making decisions. Okay, that's where you now see what? Economic oligarchy. Okay, so this one is top military. Okay, this one is what? Top businessmen and women. Okay, then this one is family. Okay, so where was very rich family or noble families, okay, are the ones ruling. Okay, when a few powerful family, okay, are the one ruling, okay, or commanding, we now have what? Military what? Oligarchy. Okay, so we have 3 types: military oligarchy, economic oligarchy, and family oligarchy. Now, we're supposed to talk about forms of oligarchy, but let us finish oligarchy. Okay, advantages and disadvantages. Then we'll now talk about the forms of what? Oligarchy. So let us go to advantages. What are the advantages of oligarchy? Okay, despite how perverted this type of government is, okay, it's perverted because it's different from the world, from the norm. All right, because normally with the way we have grown now, let's say now in this country now, one very rich businessman, Dangote, now comes now and say he's one ruling us. Okay, we're not making decisions for us. That is oligarchy already. Okay, so it will not make sense to you. Now say, all my life I've been growing up, it's democracy I've been practicing. Okay, I can vote, I can be voted for, but now I don't have any say. It's different. It's different from what? From the norm. okay, from the way you know it to be. Okay, so that will not be what oligarchy. All right. So, but despite all of this, oligarchy also has its own advantages. Okay, let us see advantages and disadvantages of oligarchy. Number one, let's begin with advantages. All right, so what are the advantages of what of oligarchy? Okay, because few people are at the helms of affair. Okay, decisions can be made very quickly. Okay, so it makes for what for it's not difficult because you don't need to go and gather House of Reps, because in Nigeria now, for example, okay, bills have to be passed through the Senate. From the Senate, House of Reps will now vet it before what it's now what approved. Okay, so it goes through what a whole number of what processes. But in oligarchy, since only a few people are ruling, why not? I'm gonna come. Okay, approved. Okay, so number one, decisions can be made very quickly. Okay, all right. So also number two, right? Because what these people that are top, let's say top military officials or top business wealthy people, all right, it means that what they may be experienced, okay, in what in business or politics. Okay, so it can be an advantage. Okay, it can be an advantage because since they are what they are experienced, they can use their wealth of experience to what to lead to what to progress. Okay, so the leaders may be experienced. The leaders may be experience in politics or business. Okay, so they can transfer this wealth of experience, okay, to what to govern what the people. All right. So also it can bring some order. It can bring some order. It can bring some order if the leaders are disciplined. Okay, so if these leaders who are oligarchs, okay, if they are disciplined, okay, it can bring us some order. All right, so these are what the advantages that can come with oligarchy. Decision can be made very quickly. The leader may be experienced in business or politics and can bring some order if the leaders are disciplined. Now, disadvantages, it is unfair. It's no fair at all. It's no fair. Okay, because the people have no voice. They cannot talk. Okay, they have little or no voice. Before you know, decisions have been made. Okay, so if you like, cry. If you like, weep. Okay, that is your business. All right, so the people have no voice. So it is unfair. Disadvantages now. Disadvantages. Okay, number one, it is unfair. Okay, the people have no voice. Okay, they have little or no voice. Then also number two, corruption. Corruption. Since these leaders, okay, they are there for their own personal interests. Okay, they may abuse the power, begin to loot waiting no good. Okay, so there will be what corruption. So the few leaders may use power to acquire more wealth or use this power for their own personal interest or gain. Okay, so leaders, the few leaders, okay, may use the power for their own gain only, concern them, okay, for their own personal interest. Okay, so also there's no freedom at all. Okay, so people cannot choose, okay, or remove their leaders. There's no freedom since they have no voice. Okay, they have no freedom. Right. So number three, no freedom. People cannot choose or remove their leaders. Okay, so that is what another word, disadvantage, very huge disadvantage. Okay, so people cannot choose. You cannot even talk, say, because people they don't get voice now. They don't have any voice, so they cannot choose. They cannot remove their leaders. Then the last one is inequality. Number four, inequality. Okay, here the rich get richer. Okay, but the poor, okay, they suffer. Okay, so the rich get richer, but the poor suffer. All right, inequality. There's an imbalance between the rich and the poor. In fact, there's usually no average self. Okay, all right. So it's either what you are poor or you are rich. Okay, so the rich will keep on getting richer, the poor will continue to suffer. All right, so let us now go to forms of what? Of oligarchy. I'm sure you understood all of that, all right? Very simple. Okay, so now let us talk about forms of oligarchy. The forms of oligarchy. I'm going to look at 5 main forms, okay? Then we may add some other few ones, okay? Let's see how time permits us. We do not want to make our videos too long. Okay, so now let's talk about forms of oligarchy. Forms. All right, so there are several forms of oligarchy, like I said, okay? We're going to discuss just a few, okay? Let's see how time permits us, okay? So that I can what? Talk about others. But one of the major ones we discuss is what is aristocracy. Okay, so we have 5 major forms I'm going to look at. I'm going to look at aristocratic oligarchy. I'm going to look at plutocratic. Okay, and then we're going to look at military oligarchy. Military what? Oligarchy. Then I'm going to look at theocratic. Okay, plutocratic, theocratic. Then I'm going to look at technocratic. Okay, so aristocratic oligarchy, plutocratic oligarchy, military oligarchy, theocratic oligarchy, and technocratic oligarchy. But let us begin with aristocracy, okay, or the aristocratic what oligarchy. All right. So what is aristocracy? Okay, let's start aristocracy. Okay, so aristocracy is a form of government where few people also lead. Okay, it's a form of oligarchy, so few people are leading, but in this. In terms of aristocratic, only few noble people or educated people lead. Okay, so few noble, they will be noble or what? Educated. Okay, all right. So that is what determines what? Okay, what aristocracy? Okay, noble or what? These are the 2 keywords you're looking at. Okay, there will be noble or the word will be educated. So they rule the country. Okay, that is what aristocracy. So let us see the definition on the board. So if you're writing, say aristocracy, a form of government. Okay, where the richest, most powerful and educated people rule the country. Okay, so that is what aristocracy. So in aristocracy, all right, the richest, the most powerful and educated people rule what? The country. Okay, and there are a few of them. So, okay, a few number of what now? Rich people, powerful people, and educated people rule the country. So a small group of people, okay, either from what? They may be from noble or from the upper class. Okay, few number of people from the upper class. Okay, or what? People who are what? Who are noble. Okay, they make decisions, okay, and what? And control power. They make decisions, okay, and they also what? Control power. Make decisions. And then what? Control power. Okay, so this happens what? In aristocracy. Okay, so now let us look at the features of what? Of aristocracy. Okay, so what do we see? And make sure we say, okay, this is what? Aristocracy in play. All right, so number 1, of course, definitely power rests what? It's in the hands of a few people. Okay, features. Okay, so number 1, power, okay, lies in the hands of a few people, because it is what? It's a form of oligarchy. So power also lies in the hands of what? Of a few people. And of course, these few people come from what? From rich or what? Noble families. Okay, and then these people that come from a rich or what? Noble families. Okay, and then of course, number three, these rulers believe they are the most qualified to what? To lead. Okay, so these rulers, all right, in aristocracy, they believe they are the most qualified. It's their rights. Okay, they are the most qualified, and they are the ones that are wise. Okay, to what? To lead what? The people. All right, this happens what in aristocracy. These leaders, they believe that they are what, are the most qualified, okay, or what, wise people what to lead. Then number 4, ordinary people do not take part in what, in government. All right, in aristocracy, ordinary people do not take part in government. Okay, so it has no what, since it's for rich or noble people, waiting poor man picking one fine for there. Okay, so ordinary people have no place. They do not take part in government. Then number 5, it can be inherited. Okay, number 5, please take note of aristocracy. It can be inherited. Okay, this means that what, our leadership, okay, power can be passed down from parents to what, to the children. Okay, it can be inherited. So they believe that it has to be in the hands of what, those noble family, that noble family. Okay, it has to what, continue like that. They will be a succession. All right. So because they believe that they are the most educated, they are then wise parts. Okay, so that the ones that will lead. All right. So for that reason, it can be what, it can be inherited. It can be passed down. All right. So now, there are advantages to this. Let us see advantages of aristocracies. Okay, so the leaders here is usually what, educated, okay, and experienced. All right, so for that singular reason, okay, it can be advantageous. Okay, so if they use the advantage well, okay, they want to use their good side well. All right, they want to really rule their mind, they can rule because they are experienced. Okay, number 1, the leaders are what, or these few leaders, okay, they are what, they are experienced and educated. Okay, so they are experienced and educated, and for that reason they can what, they can decide what to rule for the benefit of the people. So it can bring stable what, leadership if the leaders are wise. Okay, it can what, bring stable leadership if the what, the leaders, okay, are wise. All right, so if they are wise, okay, it can bring what, stable leadership. People will love them. People will be defending their decision if they are wise. And then also, just like oligarchy, okay, decisions can be made very quickly. Decisions can be made very quickly. Okay, so these are what advantages of what, of oligarchy. Okay, the leaders are experienced and educated, can bring stable leadership. The leaders are wise and decisions can be made very quickly. So now let's quickly see disadvantages. Okay, since there are advantages, definitely you know that what, in go day disadvantages will be there. Please like this video, subscribe, share. All right, so disadvantages now. All right, so what are these disadvantages? Obviously, number 1, citizens have what, no voice. Okay, they cannot talk. Okay, so they have little or no voice. All right, so ordinary people have no voice. Okay, and then number 2, it can lead to injustice and unfairness. Number 2, it can lead to injustice and unfairness. Okay, so they can decide to start favoring those who are rich, okay, or those who are what, who are powerful, those who have money. All right, then, or the poor will keep on suffering. That is what aristocracy. All right, then also corruption. All right, so corruption and abuse of power is not far-fetched. Corruption and abuse of power, okay, it's another what, it's another theme. Okay, that is what seen in aristocracy. Okay, corruption and abuse of power. Right. So if the leaders are not wise, if the leaders are not well-taught leaders, okay, they may what, abuse that power. Okay, then of course, number 4, poor people may suffer. Poor people may suffer if their needs are not met. Okay, so if they do not what, meet the need of what, of the poor ones, okay, those poor people may suffer. Okay, so let us now quickly see what some other forms of oligarchy. Okay, I listed them before. All right, so the first one I've seen is what is plutocracy. Okay, or plutocratic oligarchy. Plutocratic oligarchy. Okay, and what is plutocratic oligarchy? In plutocratic oligarchy, okay, only very few rich people lead, wealthy people. Okay, all right, few wealthy people lead. Okay, in plutocratic oligarchy. All right, usually what rich businessmen. Okay, rich businessmen. Okay, they use their what? Their money. They use their their money to what? To control what? To gather influence and what? And control what? Power. All right. For example, let's say if a billionaire like Dangote now will be the one to decide. Okay, he will decide that this also is me that will be president. Okay, and I will become the president. Okay, or if it's me that will become governor, and I'll become governor. Okay, if rich businessmen begin to what? Use power in that sense. Okay, all right, that is what? Plutocratic what? Oligarchy. Then we have military what? Oligarchy. For military what? Oligarchy. Okay, only very few top army officers or generals, okay, lead. Okay, so basically Nigeria from 1966 to what? To 1999 has several military what? Regimes. Okay, and what we saw what? A lot of what? Military what? Oligarchy what happened what? During that time. Right, so when few top army officers or generals lead, okay, the country, that is what? Military oligarchy. Then we have theocratic what? Oligarchy. Theocratic oligarchy. Okay, this one when very few religious leaders, okay, lead, okay, who claim to what? To represent God's will. Okay, when very few religious leaders who claim to represent God's will lead, okay, we now have a theocratic what? Oligarchy. All right, so there's no separation, there's no in fact there's no difference between what? Religion and what? And government. All right, so they use what? Religious what? Things to what? To lead the people. Okay, so that is what? Theocratic what? Oligarchy. They also have technocratic. Okay, technocratic what? Oligarchy. Okay, so in technocratic oligarchy, they believe that only, for example, scientists, okay, they believe that knowledge is what? Is more important than any other thing. Okay, scientists, economists, okay, they're the ones that can lead. Okay, technocrat, what they can do. All right, so in technocratic oligarchy, all right, this one they are ruled by what? By few experts. The country will be ruled by what? Few experts, okay, or professionals. Okay, few experts or professionals what? They lead in technocratic what? Oligarchy. Okay, these experts may be scientists, they may be engineers, okay, they may be what? Economists. Okay, so that is that. All right, so they believe that only the educated people, those people who are skilled, are the ones that can what? That can rule the affairs of what? Of the country. All right, so these are what the forms of oligarchy we have. Okay, although we have some many other forms. We see narcissism. Okay, we see many Aristocracy and so on and so forth. So just go on and look at all of them. All right, so now let us now go to what O3 Schools app, answer questions, and we are out of here. Okay, so we have the first question here, 2003 number 4. Okay, 2003 number 4. They say government by the wealthy is known as by the wealthy. A says oligarchy, B says aristocracy, C says plutocracy, D says democracy. Okay, I just said it here. Few wealthy people lead in what? In plutocracy. Okay, so it's plutocracy. All right, so government by the wealthy is known as what? Plutocracy. Okay, so that is the first one we have seen. Now we're going to see 2003 number 4. Let us see 2023 number 5. Okay, so you can go to the apps, click on question search, select government. Okay, search for example oligarchy. Okay, and all question that anywhere where oligarchy for don't appear for JAMB question before will come out for you to answer. Wonderful feature on the application. Download this app now, activate. Okay, 2023 number 5. They say what is the term for a system of government in which power is held by a small group of people? That's oligarchy now, isn't it? They say theocracy, B say oligarchy, C says monarchy, D says democracy. Okay, correct answer there is what? Is oligarchy, option B. Now, you cannot choose A before, because even in theocracy, only few people lead. Okay, but few what? few religious leaders. Okay, we'll talk about this now. Few religious leaders, but they don't say religious leader here. They say few. In which power is held by a small group of people or small group of people. That is what oligarchy. We talk about the broader thing. Theocracy is a form of oligarchy, so you cannot go and choose theocracy there. All right? If not, you go crazy. Now, 2020, number 15. They say a form of government that is selfish in nature is selfish because it is their own interests, okay, that they are concerned about. All right? It's perverted. A, socialism. B, say communism. C, say oligarchy. D, say narcissism. Correct answer is what? It's oligarchy, option C. 2017, number 22. A form of oligarchy in which gifted or noble people are at the helms of affairs is, it says aristocracy. Okay, obviously what? Aristocracy, noble people. Okay, gifted people, rich people. All right, so that is what? Aristocracy. A, say aristocracy. B, plutocracy. C, a plutocracy. This is an empire. Correct answer is aristocracy anyway. 2010, number 4. A form of oligarchy in which gifted people are repeated in another way again. Later you say JAMB, no the repeat question. Okay, please. JAMB does not have any question to set again. Go and download this app. I know what I'm telling you now. Download it, activate it. You will come back to testimony. Okay, you will come back if you are diligent and you study and then you finish all the questions on this app. You are good to go. Okay, 2010, number 4. A form of oligarchy in which gifted people are the helms of affairs. Okay, we just talked about it now. Gifted people, noble people. Okay, is aristocracy. B, say plutocracy. C, say theocracy. D, say gerontocracy. Okay, correct answer is what? Is aristocracy. Okay, so you go to the app, you search for these questions. 2008, number 7. Search for, okay, we looked at 2003, number 4. So search for 1999, number 4. Search for 2002, number 15. Okay, search for them. Tell me the answers in the comment section. These are your assignments. Okay, my name is Master T. I'll see you in the next class when we look at other forms of government. Okay, see you there.